everybody. Welcome to Good Groceries with Tiffany. So today we are making candied yams, honey, and I have some guests with me. My son, Dorian, you may remember him from some of my other videos, and my mommy from our dressing video. And my mom is famous for these yams, or at least I think so. And they're the best, at least I think so. So she's going to show us how to do it. And my son is going to be helping her. I'm going to step to the side and let them cook together. My son loves candied yams. Let's get cooking.
Hello, everybody. How are you? This is yams. My daughter uses the word famous, but I don't use that word. This is just some country yams that I learned to cook from my mama and my grandma. And I have my grandson here, and he is going to help me fix this. So let's get started. Yams. And try to choose yams. When you choose yams, check the weight because you don't want them to be dry. You know, and a good yam, you can feel the weight in your hand. Here we go. We're gonna do this in layers. There we go. So, a little cinnamon and a little nutmeg. And a little butter here and there. Now, Dorian, you can get the sugar out. And these are candied yams. So we're gonna use more than your normal amount of sugar. So the sugar content amount is, oh, more than that, honey. Oh yeah, put it up, because these are gonna be candy yams. So like I said, if you don't want candy, then you use less sugar. But we're doing candied yams, so we're gonna use a lot of sugar because it's going to be candy. There you go. Now more yams. Be careful, don't have the sugar everywhere. Yeah, you can put some in. There you go.
What age were you when you started cooking? What age were you when you started cooking?
Oh, I don't remember because I've been in the kitchen since. You know, so, but by the age of 8, I could do a full meal, including biscuits. And the reason why I say including biscuits, because my daddy didn't eat light bread. That's what they called it back then. That's okay. They called it light bread, and my daddy did not. He didn't even allow light bread in the house. And he did not allow cereal in the house either. So my brothers, I had 3 brothers. So we would pool our money together and buy cornflakes. And if we wanted to make some sandwiches, because my daddy made sandwiches and my mom would biscuits. Whether it was a bologna sandwich, a peanut butter sandwich, whatever. Okay, sugar, a little more nutmeg, and some cinnamon. So by 8 years old, I was cooking a full meal. Had to.
Did you ever cook with your grandma?
All the time. My grandmother and well, see, my grandmother moved in the house with us when I was 12 years old. Before then, I was just going to her house. But when I became 12 years old, my grandmother moved in the house with us, so the whole house changed because grandma had moved in the house, and then grandma had the chair at the head of the table where daddy used to sit. Then grandma started sitting, and so our whole world changed up in that house when grandma moved in because we had different rules and different ways that we were doing things, because now we started doing things because whatever grandma said, that is what happened. And if my daddy didn't like what grandma was saying, he just put his hat on and leave because nobody talked back to grandma. And that's the way that was. So put some more potatoes on here. And we're gonna put a little more butter. So yeah, I cook with my grandmother and my mother all the time. And they didn't have a recipe, they just had fingers. They measured by the palm of their hands. So now we're gonna put, hold up, gonna put some more nutmeg on here. So now the thing about the cinnamon and the nutmeg, it is to your taste. Use your own tongue, and you know what your family like, and you know what your family have been used to. So this again, and what, like all cooking, is to your taste. And as you cook, make sure that you're tasting your food. And then that's how you, and then you can listen to your children. Oh, I don't like that. So then you govern yourself accordingly as you are preparing for your family and for yourself. So the seasoning is a personal thing. So now sugar, lots of sugar. I mean, we're really gonna do sugar now. Oh, see, wait a minute, you just give them just a little bit. Get in there and get that whole thing. Yes, we need a lot of sugar, Dorian. because like I said, this is going to be candy, and these potatoes are going to yield a lot of juice. And that's why we're going to cover them with the foil when we first put them in the oven. There we go. Come on. Hey, now you're getting there. Some more. I know this seems like a lot of sugar, but the magic word is I said candy. So now if you just want some sweet potatoes, then you don't use as much sugar. Yeah, some more. And then you cook it on down to that candy, and that is what is so yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, some more potatoes. Just put the rest of those on here. So you can just dump them on. There you go. And we'll spread them out. So Dorian, what grade are you in now?
I'm in 6th grade.
Already? So how are you liking this homeschool thing? I never heard of this before, but this is where, how are you liking homeschool? Or what do you do? Are you disciplined?
Sometimes.
So what do you mean sometimes?
When I'm doing my work.
You get to eat more though, huh? I know, because you're at home. Okay, so we're gonna do some more cinnamon and some more nutmeg. Like I said again, think about what you're doing and how much you would like for your family. But I'm sure that is enough of that. Okay, now do some more sugar.
Do you enjoy cooking?
Oh, I love cooking. Yeah, because I like to eat. So yeah. And then, you know, you have to cook for your family too. When we were kids, we had a hot breakfast, a hot lunch, and a hot dinner. I mean, because I get it now that they're doing the cereal and they got your breakfast and a drink. Now we're gonna do some, we have for real food. And then like I said, at my daddy's house, you had to cook him some biscuits. So I learned how to cook biscuits. So the flavor is to your taste. This is vanilla flavor. I think that's enough. And I don't have a recipe, I just do it eyeballing it. And this pan right here, this would be what I would use for a holiday when everybody's gonna come over. But when my mother was cooking it just for your basic dinner, she would just put it in an iron skillet, lots of sugar, and cook it on top of the stove. Well, we're going to put this in the oven and we're gonna cover it first. And the reason why we're gonna cover it is because it's gonna yield all of these good juices. And then you uncover it and you're gonna get your candy like you like it, you know, your candied yams. And so I think you maybe put a little more sugar on there, because the sugar is what's gonna make the candy. I know it seems like it's a lot, but I tell you, when you put it on your plate, with the rest of that stuff, you're not gonna need much. You're gonna need much potatoes because it's that candy that's going, oh yeah, there you go. So like I said, I don't have any recipes, but now that's enough. And I'm gonna put a little more butter because the butter is just gonna make it buttery and gooey and good and candy. So again, if you can't do butter with your cholesterol and your high blood pressure and all that good stuff, then don't use it. But don't be using any substitute butter and a substitute this and a substitute that. Dorian, what is your favorite Thanksgiving? What is your favorite food?
I like ham and pineapple.
Oh, that's good.
And candy yams.
And candied yams. And we are doing this especially for you, my dear. So we're gonna cover these, okay? The oven is at 375, and we're gonna cover this really tight to get all of these good yam juices. And so we're gonna cook it like this, cover it up for the first 30 minutes. Then after that, we're gonna take the top off, and that's when you're gonna get your candy, because the liquid is gonna cook down to your candy. And here we go, to the oven. Okay, now we have taken the foil off. Now press the yams down into the juice. See that beautiful juice? That's what's gonna turn to candy.
And these have been cooking for about an hour, right?
Yes.
About an hour with
a lot of them.
Because it's a lot, yeah. We're not supposed to stir it, right?
No, we're not going to stir because you
only want to pat. Don't ever stir.
So look. See, go in here and get some of this. This is beautiful right here. And this is what you're going to pour over the yams here to make sure that these top yams get all of the seasoning. You see, understand what I'm doing here? And this is what you want. All of this juice here is going to turn to candy.
Oh, you're basting it. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's the good word, basting.
Okay.
You know, because they haven't been...
But never stir it, just...
No, because you want the potatoes to be whole for presentation, you know?
Yeah, they look pretty.
And it's up to you as to how thick or thin you want your potatoes. After you taste them, see, some people like them cut like even maybe an inch.
But you know what I found over time of just trying to learn how to make yams myself is that the thicker you cut them, sometimes they could have those strings, like the string doesn't cook down. For some reason, when you slice them thin like this, you don't have that kind of stringiness sometimes that you can get from yams.
But you want to baste them really well because you want to make sure that the flavor is in too. Okay, now you can press down, baby. We use this. Just press it down a little bit to make sure and now we're just going to leave them in there until they make candy. And we kick the oven up to 400. And actually, okay, that's enough.
So then we're going to pop it back in the oven?
Pop back in the oven.
For
and
how long?
Listen, I just check mine.
You just keep checking it, okay.
So I just keep checking it because like I told you, I don't have a recipe.
Right.
I just do by feel and I don't leave my kitchen. When I start cooking, I don't leave my kitchen.
Okay.
You know?
All right, so let's pop it back in the oven and we'll check it in 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
The potatoes are all done. They've been cooking 375 for 45 minutes, but it was a lot of them, so we had to go for an hour. And then we cooked it up to 400. Okay, so then the candy came and it's all done and we're ready. The 400 was about 20 minutes. Okay, you ready, Dorian? Get your piece. What do you think? I like that look, Dorian. Let me see. Perfect.
I'm coming in the shot. I'm coming in the shot. No, I don't need the taste. I know it's good. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that notification bell so that you'll know when new shows pop up on my channel. This is Good Groceries with Tiffany. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving, a safe Thanksgiving, and try these yams.
Delicious.
Delicious. All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.